Why to bribe our customers just because they're indoors? Cute. Very cute. Poor Kiana's like, what the heck? What is attention? Hello everyone. My name is Schrient and it's time for more of A Pinch of Magic. Welcome back to my Let's Play of it. This is part 2. Hope you enjoy. And last time, our protagonist went back to her grandma's hometown, found out that grandma had skipped town, and said, hey, you can take care of my cafe while I'm gone. Have fun. So that's interesting. Yeah, she did actually prank this guy who came over a fancy sports car and kind of messed his car up on accident for magic. Just happened. But yeah, she has a bit of magic, but it's forbidden to use it really, so she probably shouldn't have done that to him. Probably shouldn't have done that at all. But here we go. And Hannibal is the cat that's at the shop. Nice, good job, Hannibal. She purrs silkily and continues to circle around as I rummage through the contents of the hatchbox. There isn't much of use, but I do stumble on an old signboard for advertising and some pastel chalk sticks. This is perfect. If I spruce it up a little, it'll do for a mini menu at the end of the street. We're trying to get some business for our cafe that's been closed down for who knows how long. Hannibal pokes her little head beneath my arm, demanding stitches for her hard work. Scritches? I'm so distracted I fail to hear the bell chiming at the door. Oh, we have a customer. Is it the pretty lady from earlier? Good girl. Who's going to get some fishy wishes tonight? That's right. You are. Excuse me? Oh! Just a second. I'll be right with you. Oh, wow. That's embarrassing. Clutching the bruised crown of my head that just exchanged blows with the cupboard door, I totter embarrassedly back to my feet and heave myself over the counter. A radiant sight greets me. Oh, it is her. A beautiful woman. Hello. Fishy wishies? Sorry, I was just talking to the cat. Oh, I remember you. Her eyes visibly sparkle and her cheeks pinken. You do? Of course, the lady from the beach, right? I'm so sorry again for bumping into you back there. Oh, no, that's quite all right. So that's what she meant. Huh? Somehow she looks kind of sad. Did I say something wrong? An awkward silence settles over us. As it stretches on, she starts to comb a finger nervously through a loose coil of hair. Well, this is a fine way to start the evening by making my only customer uncomfortable. Yeah, that's great. That's just great. Applying my kindest, most sincere smile, I gesture towards one of the seats at the counter. I can at least salvage the situation by acting professional now. Where are my manners? You're here to order, right? What can I get you? We have a menu around here somewhere. As I rummage around behind the counter, though her body language is shy, the woman's striking sandy eyes watch me intently. I can't help but feel a little nervous. Here it is. I slide the menu across the counter, a lavish high-end tablet listing all our served items, including coffee blends, black, white, and green tea, small meals, and desserts. Oh, it's like on a tablet? That's cool. I like that. But this tablet, much like the cafe itself, has a mystical secret up its sleeve. A coffee cup-shaped tab on the screen, enchanted to be invisible to non-magic customers, conceals a hidden second menu. One that displays some of Baba's oldest potions and other recipes designed for more magical patrons. I admit, I was surprised early to find such a thing myself. My favorite menu was all that existed before. But this tablet looks brand new and screams impulse purchase, which unfortunately also happens to be one of Baba's many bad habits. The woman graciously takes the tablet from me. Tucking a periwinkle curl behind one of her stylish earrings, she begins scrolling intuitively through the menu. She's so elegant and glamorous, and her eyelashes have this beautiful, dewy quality to them. Like black waves breaking on the beach at night. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, that this is supposedly Kia, her friend who was a mermaid. But she might not be. I'm guessing that she is. I feel like she could be. Who's now human or something like that. But we'll see. Maybe my theory's wrong. So strong was association, I was curiously struck by a sense of familiarity. But then... You have nothing new on the menu, I take it? Sorry. You could say I'm somewhat of a regular here. I know this place and its owner very well. Oh, then I take you also know my grandmother who's out of town right now. I do, but it's no trouble at all. I didn't come here today to see her. She tilts her head shyly. It's a devastating move, but I don't think she's doing it on purpose. Is she enjoying her vacation? Oh, yeah, I'm sure she's having a whale of a time. She pulls stunts like this far too often. I'm half convinced she dragged me back here just to rope me into running this place for a few weeks. The woman shuffles somewhat bashfully in her seat, lowering her eyes to her lap. Well, if it brought you back to Linsdale, then I'm glad she did. Just think of this as a salacious encounter. Okay. Did she mean to say serendipitous? With a gentle smile, she clears her throat and taps the screen for nail. The highlighted drink is a salty kelp latte. Salty kelp latte? That doesn't sound fun, but who knows. A popular sea-based item from the secret menu. This one, if I may, it's my usual order. Sure thing, it'll just be a moment. I flash her a knowing smile before stepping over to the kitchen area to prepare her order. As I lay my hands on a glass bottle of kelp leaves, a spark of inspiration hits me. And so I have a choice. Okay. Prepare the drink normally, prepare the drink with magic. You know I'm gonna save here, right? You know it. I'll see what magic can do. Hopefully it won't ruin the drink, okay? That'll be bad. Hopefully it'll be a wonderful drink and she likes it. And it goes well. With nobody else here, why be ordinary when I can afford to be a little flamboyant? With a snap of my fingers and a series of illuminated shapes traced in the air, the ingredients heed my call and begin to dance around me in a flourish. A dash of seawater, a pinch of sugar, and the star of the show, the salty kelp. The kelp blades weave their way through the air until they collide and pirouette, crushing themselves into a fine powder. It falls like emerald snow into the basin of a china cup that dances its way into the woman's hands. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow, it's so... pretty cool, huh? But the magic show's not finished yet. Last to arrive is the steamed milk. Unfurling itself from a nearby jug like a porcelain ribbon, it winds its way into the cup, slowly mixing with the other ingredients. As the last drop falls, I bring my palms forward to bless the drink with one final drop of something special. A pinch of magic. And now for the finishing touch. Could you tell me your name? She looks agitated as if she has particular trouble answering the question. It's, Kiana. Alright, sit tight, Kiana. I reach across the counter for a thin nozzle bottle filled with caramel, and in small delicate letters write her name across the milk foam. And there we have it. Bon appetit. As she puts the drink to her lips, the warm steam brings a soft flush to her cheeks. A small content sigh escapes her as she returns the cup to the saucer. So, my salty kelp latte? Does it meet a mermaid's approval? Yes, very much so. It's glumptious. Glad to hear it. But I'm pretty sure you meant scrumptious. Oh my goodness, this is embarrassing. Human language is still so hard. Right. I've been studying so much, but I still mess up all the time. Her whole face breaks out into a fierce flush. The quiet elegance I'd seen in her earlier has completely peeled away. Nothing could have prepared me for this. So she is a mermaid. It's like her demeanor has done a complete 180. I thought she was demure, but I guess she's just shy about making mistakes in front of a human. Either way, it's absolutely adorable. Don't apologize, it's cute. The way you mix up your words, it reminds me of... Kia? No way! Kia? I was right. And so, I've been visiting the cafe ever since my reeling ended. I suppose I look quite different now, don't I? That's quite the understatement. I didn't recognize you at all. An hour later, Key and I are sitting together, lattes in hand at the counter. We've been talking so animatedly. I barely think you lose a pause for breath. But by now I recognize her familiar shyness and adorable mannerisms, but I have to admit, seeing her adult human form for the first time is still throwing me for a loop. Perfectly understandable when I consider she looked like a child 3 years ago. Oh, okay, so she looks totally different. The changes to her face in particular are profound but not unexpected. After all, I know very well that mer people experience growth very differently from humans. A mer person's childhood, their breeding period, will last from the time they hatch until they reach the normal age of human adolescence. Throughout the breeding, mer children would rarely appear to age at all, maintaining a childlike appearance for years and years. And then at the breeding's end, what awaited them was a highly accelerated transformation to an adult body and the ability to adopt a human form. Oh, that's interesting. After I met Kia, because we couldn't really communicate at first, I remember wanting to learn more about our kind. I found out about the breeding and the change through one of Baba's old books. As I also recall, I had to climb up her bookcase like a monkey to get it, and slipped on the way up. Kia cried for hours when I turned up at the beach covered in bruises. Oh no. So, when did your When did your bridling end? When I was about 17. It was a year and 3 months after you left. Not that I was counting. When she catches me smiling, Kia turns away and scrambles for a drink. It's the cutest thing. But I'm suddenly reminded of something else. Wait, earlier didn't you say your name was Kiana? Well, after you didn't seem to recognize me at the beach, I was a little embarrassed. She sighs heavily, resting a hand over her heart. And even though I came to the cafe just to see you again, I still couldn't bring myself to say anything. Oh, but Kiana's a land name I chose for myself, so I wasn't exactly lying to you. I just had trouble pronouncing it when we were children. I do use it around Linsdale. My family in the ocean still uses my sea name, of course. I probably shouldn't reply to that. Mermaid sea names are private, intimate things after all. I guess I should be careful not to call her Kia too much around town, though, either. With that niggling question out of the way, I loop the conversation back around to what really matters. So, how was it? Your change, I mean. Oh, it was, better than I expected. The growing pains were bad for a while, but compared to the others who experienced it at the same time, my change was relatively quick. She takes the last few sips of her latte, then lays the empty cup down and fingers it pensively. I'm just happy that my outside finally matches who I am on the inside. We used to play on the beach together. We couldn't go far because, well... I chuckle as I head back around the kitchen counter to wash her cups and saucers. No legs? Right. You were growing up, and in my mind I was growing up with you, but physically for me nothing was changing, and... Every year it felt like you were getting further and further away, and there was nothing I could do about it. We used to draw so many shapes in the sand, all the things I wanted to do, all the places I wanted to visit, but because of me, we couldn't do any of it. Her eyes glaze over. She suddenly looks quite dejected. Not wanting to watch her beat herself up, I take her hand in mine. But we can now, right? Exactly. No more hiding in the rock pools or covering up our fins with a blanket I brought from the cafe. We can stray as far from the beach as we like now, going where we want. Now they have your human form, the world is your oyster. You just let me know what you want to do and we'll go do it. It works like a charm. Kiana's sandy eyes light up and she leans across the counter brimming with excitement. Okay. Oh, but with your grandmother gone, you'll be working here full time, won't you? Then until we can do something, I'll just stop by every day to see you. I shrug my shoulders, gesturing towards the empty room in an exaggerated way. Thanks, I appreciate the company in more ways than one. As you can see, this place isn't exactly hopping. Without a regular too, quite honestly, I might struggle to make ends meet this summer. And based on today, I'll just take about any customer I can get. Anyone but that vain fop, anyhow. From my member's smug face, the crappier I get. It's at the point when I realize I'm not so much drying the cups as grinding the tea towel into them that... Uh-oh, is he back? The bell at the door rings for a second time. Welcome, just take a seat and I'll be with you straight. Speak of the devil. Hey, Mikhail. Mikhail strides inside, looking the interior over with both hands shoved into his jean pocket with a slightly furrowed brow. He's looking to say less cool and collected than this afternoon, though it's obvious he's trying his best to mask it. Nice place you have here. The drafty cracks in the walls are a particular nice feature. He is not cute, not at all. My jaw joints creak with unoiled metal, like unoiled metal as I force a smile. Linsdale's tourism prides itself on the town's invigorating beachy sea breeze, lighted by our customers just because they're indoors. Cute. Very cute. Poor Kiana's like, what the heck? What is this tension? Seeing Kiana's discomfort, I guess she did a counter seat with an audible huff. Well, sit down if you're here to order. You are here to order. Mikhail strides into the seat directly beside Kiana. He beams obnoxiously as he pulls out his phone. Of course, I don't need a menu. Just serve me your best attempt at coffee. You're going to pay for it? Please, of course I will. I'm not trying to put you out of business. Though I retreat to the back of the kitchen, begin scooping and grinding the coffee beans, I keep on watchful eye on Mikhail at all times. Thankfully, though, his gaze is still roaming over all the interiors and trying to snap pictures. But it's obvious he's searching for something, a juicy tidbit, a draw for a story, and so after his eyes complete the rounds of the decor, they naturally come to fall on his neighbor. Are you a regular here? Yes, I come here most every week. His eyes widen in genuine surprise. Really? What do you usually order? If it's that good, maybe I should have ordered that too. Her order wouldn't be on your menu. Oh, She flutters her eyes to me, begging for assistance, but I'm way ahead of her. I make the 3 strides back to the counter, heartbeat, and step in. She's a special customer. Order's not on the menu. It's, shall we say, an acquired local taste? I doubt you like it. Gotta admit, though, I'm surely tempted to put sea water in his coffee just for the heck of it. Must resist. Well, that's a shame. You have to let me in a secret of that drink sometime, miss. Ever sweet and polite, Kiana holds out her hand to introduce herself. Kiana. Just Kiana's fine, and, I'm afraid I don't know much about the recipe or coffee for that matter. Just as I become concerned that Mikhail might be about to defile Kiana's hand with a kiss, another one of those pretentious business cards appears in his hand and he drops it into hers. Enchante, I'm Mikhail. Just happen to be an expert on coffee. I'm a cafe blogger. Oh, cuisine? It's pronounced cuisine, Kiana. It means food. I turn to Mikhail and scramble for a cover-up. She's not from around here. But her accent, and she's a regular. He doesn't look convinced at all, but thankfully, Kiana's pure-hearted curiosity comes to the rescue. You write about food? Then you're here to write about cafe curiosities? Coffee curiosities? Yes, that's the intention, no doubt. You've heard of my... Nope. But Kiana's already stopped listening. Schrient, this is perfect. Now you won't have to worry about finding customers. Once he tastes your coffee, you'll be sure to love it. And if you write something good, people from all over Linsdale. Kiana, my sweet summer child, your innocence is wasted on him. He's not that kind of blogger. As I slowly turn the coffee grinder, I give Mikhail a disappointing side-eye, and he shifts in his seat. The twitchy guy sitting beside you only visits coffee shops he expects to be bad. His blog is just a collection of hatchet jobs, designed to be shocking and to tank any business he writes about. He's only here because he thinks my coffee is going to taste so undeniably terrible, it'll make for a juicy article. With one last yank, I grind the last of the coffee beans into dust. Or have I missed anything else? Mikhail practically rolls his eyes in the next century. Hey, now, you make it sound like the innie here. Ask my darling readers and they'll tell you. The only 2 things I'm guilty of in this business are being criminally handsome and honest. And the coffee they serve and all those other cafes just happen to be honestly awful. So just think of it this way. This is your perfectly fair chance to impress me. Not that you will, I've savored all the finest blends this world's offer, but you're welcome to try. It seems to take Kiana a few moments to process all this information. I guess she still isn't all that too knowledgeable about this side of human society yet, but once it does click into place, she looks crushed. Aw, poor Kiana. But that's... How can you do something like that to hardworking people? That's so despicable. I guess that's one was supposed... she said it differently. Despicable? I'm happy she's my back, but Kiana's just wasting her breath. Besides, this coffee critic just unwillingly challenged a witch. I'm not the one who's about to be eaten alive. That's alright, Kiana. He has the right to do what he likes, and so do I. All I have to do is prove him wrong. So go ahead. With a single finger, I slide a cup across the counter in one fluid motion. It stops just shy of Mikhail's hand, taunting him like a gauntlet being laid down in a declaration of war. It emits a powerful, bitter aroma so tantalizing that it clings to the air and doesn't let go. A mouth-watering aroma no person could resist. The secret house blend, a little pinch of something special mixed in. I sneak Kiana a mischievous wink and she understands my meaning implicitly. Drink up. You won't be disappointed. Drink it. Drink it. What's the matter? You should drink it before it gets cold. I won't let you use the excuse that it was bad simply because you ruined its flavor by letting it sit too long. Brimming with devilry, I decided to push him a little harder. As the expert here, you wouldn't make that mistake, would you? Watching him squirm and tug at the collar of his jacket, I realize I'm enjoying myself far too much, so I don't take my eyes off him. I stare him down until he finally gives in, puts a cup to his lips, and... Well, the bravado, it's medical after all. But he takes another sip. Exactly, it's completely. And another. Completely. And another. And another. And another. He drinks and drinks and the veneer rips away and he finally throws his head back, shamelessly chugging the hot liquid until he lapped up every drop. The bottom of the cup is all that remains. I think he liked it. Hunching over, he slams the cup down the counter and stares at it in dumb disbelief. He's shaking a little breathless and there's something clouded about his expression. Delicious. Yeah. She showed you. It's 9 p.m. Closing time draws near on this, my first day of running the cafe. As I finish scribbling down orders on a pad of receipt paper, I rip the page out and hand it over. So, 3 secret blends, 1 small and 2 grandes, that'll be 7 gold. He's been scowling like this ever since he finished his first cup. Truthfully, he looks more mystified than anything else. After the first cup, he sat shell-shocked for several minutes, then sprung up and demanded 2 more of the same drink in quick succession. When they were ready, Kiana had huddled together watching discreetly over the tops of her own lattes. Never took more than 1 small sip at a time, crossing his arms and quietly ruminating over the taste before going back for another sip. We lost count of how many times he furrowed his brow, how many pictures he took, or how many notes he typed in his phone. After half an hour, I thought he finally admitted defeat, but... Mikhail? 7 gold? Right now, Mikhail's clutching onto his gold, pouting comically. He looks like a child who doesn't want to give up his favorite marbles unless his parents agrees to trade him for a cookie. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I almost feel sorry for him. No matter how hard he racks his brain, he's never going to figure out the secret. Wait, why'd I feel more guilty for cheating at coffee than I did at wrecking his car? Oh, right. Yeah, here. Thanks. Here's your change. I don't get it. How? Tell me how. It's all finally too much for his pride and he explodes, slamming his hand down the counter. How's your coffee that good? This place has terrible reviews everywhere. Seriously? It's a dead spot online. There's no way the coffee could be this good. Wait, terrible reviews? When he sees I have no intention of answering him, Mikhail claps his head, defeated inside. He still is pouting like a little kid. Tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow to make sure absolutely it wasn't a fluke. I'm not writing my review until I know you're not cheating, so bring your A game. Looking forward to it. Gah. Got him. He concedes and stomps away to gather up his phone as he moves out of earshot. A very apologetic looking Kiana takes his place. She leans in and whispers in my ear. Is he going to be alright? He looks kind of upset. He'll get over it and have a feeling he might turn out to be quite useful. As I've done for Mikhail, I read out her receipt and passed it on. Here you go. How are the lattes? Not salty enough? She put a hand on her face, her cheeks pink with contentness. Not at all. They were perfect. Even more so than your grandmother's. Your kelp latte leaves me feeling completely refreshed. Being out on the sea for so long must be tough, huh? Anytime you need to pick me up, you know where I am. Thank you. Oh, hi. You're back. Just as Mikhail's making his way back, Kiana puts her hand into her purse, fishing around for gold. She's fumbling a little, like she's having trouble. I forgot. Maybe she doesn't even know how human currency works yet? But before I can cover her, Mikhail steps forward, trying to act chivalrous. Not to be so flustered. I'm more than enough for the both of us. Oh, it's fine. I think here. Is this enough? She dips out the entire coin to her purse on the table, a whopping shiny mountain of gold. Individual coins spill off the counter to the floor. Yeah, you don't know the concept of money just yet, my dear. What the? Kiana, it was 8 gold, not 800. Oh. Silly me. Well, that's okay. I have so much anyway. Just take it. She turns to Mikhail with the sweetest innocent smile. Would you like me to pay for yours too? Words. She's funny. Would you like me to pay for yours too, Mr. Mikhail? No, it's no. Mumbling something about was already paid off. Wait, what? Mumbling something about how he'd already paid, Mikhail picks his jaw off the ground and quickly sees himself out. Did I say something wrong? No, you didn't. Don't worry about him. I paused, thinking back to what Mikhail let slip earlier. Kiana, this cafe, does it have a bad reputation in Lansdale? Oh yeah, the terrible reviews. Maybe it's to keep the place as a magic place safe? I don't know. Questions. Late into the night, I stare absent-mindedly into Baba's crystal ball with my head on the table, a fuzzy blanket around my shoulders, and Hannibal in my lap. Baba's rabbit-shaped letter is still hopping around on the desk, deftly dodging all of Hannibal's impish paw swipes. All around us, the dustpan and broom go about their nighttime cleaning. I still can't stop thinking about it. Terrible reviews, that's what he said. Kiana didn't seem to know anything about it, but then again, I doubt she paid much attention to something like that. Has Baba been slipping? No reason not to find out myself once and for all. I slipped my phone from my pocket, punched in a few keywords, and hit enter. Lansdale's best coffee. Sure enough, it turns up a dozen results. None of them are good. About this, at least, it turns out Mikhail had been exaggerating after all. Dismal star ratings, mention of crummy decor, photographic evidence of bad service. There's even one that looks like a secret shot taken under someone's armpit. What? No way. Baba just plain asleep in this one. At the counter. No, just not even trying to hide it. All the public reviews at least seem to have been written from the point of view of outsiders, but it doesn't comfort me much. It only means that Linsa residents still care enough about Baba as a friend to not out her online. And let me guess, all these ratings go back? Yep, 3 years. Not so silly, back to the end of my last summer at Linsdale. Suddenly extremely irked all over again. Oh wow. I grab a pillow and hurl at the general direction of the bookcase. Several old ledgers come tumbling down and clatter on the ground. Honestly, Baba, you're a powerful witch. If you didn't want to run a cafe in the first place, why didn't you just do literally anything else? That's exactly why Dad's always worried about you. After screaming out some of my frustrations into the void, I haul myself over the tatty pile of books and start gathering them up. Annabelle trots near, stepping all over the ledgers, and curls up on them for a snooze. About as helpful as a sick toe. And what about you, huh? Didn't think to mention that tidbit, did you? The truth, even if her heart has never really been in the cafe, know exactly why Baba chose to stay in Linsdale all these years. Once she laughed and told me it was because she could lie in the sand in a bikini, drinking coconut juice every day, but really, it was because of all the shirtless surfers, wasn't it? No, Baba. Oh my gosh, no. I pick up the last of the ledgers, shaking Hannibal off the cover, but I stop when I realize it's this year's edition. Something holds back from returning to the shelf before taking a peek inside. A feeling, or more like a terrible witch's intuition, that Baba has one more bony skeleton in her closet, waiting for me to discover it. Her escape, the bad reviews, the empty pantry, the shifty locals, even the brand new tablet, all the clues are aligning to just one very damning picture. So I thumb through the first few pages and... what is it? My face grows ashen. Uh-oh, what happened? I knew it. She's totally broke. Baba. It's almost as if I can feel the skeleton of fate springing from the darkness of that proverbial closet to put his hands on my neck. But that's not all. At my feet, the tiny paper rabbit bounds up, cruelly announcing, by a cute tilt of its head, that it has one more message for me. Oh, yay! It levitates up and unfolds itself in the air, stopping at eye level. A space at the very bottom of the letter slowly stains with ink. The second postscript that had been hidden until the exact moment. Schrient. PBS. That's right, I'm broke. Don't know how that happened, really. Be a dear and sort something out before I file for bankruptcy. Believe in you. Yeah, Baba, totally, yeah, thanks. Oh, a new area. Well, I'd say new outfit. New background, I like it. I guess that's the bedroom. We hadn't really got a chance to rest. It's our first day here. It's been a doozy. So Baba is broke. Baba was sleeping on the job. Baba has bad reviews. Bad for Baba. I guess she couldn't handle all by herself. And it seems like the only good reviews were from when, you know, my character was there. So cool. Great. But I am going to end this episode here. I think it's a good stopping point, I hope. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun with a pinch of magic. It's really great so far. Kiana's amazing. Mikhail's got better. He's got better. I feel bad about his car, but he's got better now. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy, and please like, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome day. Bye.